Hi everybody. I'm going to be doing a redo of my tutorial for Train in the Rain. I think my last tutorial was not super. I kind of did it a little too quickly. Needed some more time to figure out the arrangement, but I've got pretty much what I think is like the Train in the Rain now. So same deal as last time, but we're going to be in drop D tuning and capo on the second fret. So um, that'll be what it sounds like. So get tuned up, get the capo on, and let's get ready to play. Okay, so starting off, it's just going to be this D two-finger shape, like as if you're going to do that. So you got second fret G string, third fret B string, and then you're going to take your index finger off, and then you're going to put either your ring finger or your pinky, it doesn't really matter, on the fourth fret of the G, and then back to the second fret. So just like that. Picking pattern in the right hand, just going to be all down, chugging on the thumb, and it's a little palm muted. You're going to play everything at once, and then you're going to play these two at a time. So the ring, middle, and index are on G, B, D. So, right, and then just like that. Okay, so you're going to repeat that 4 times. Yep, awesome. All right, that's the intro to the song. That's all there is to it. So now the sort of, if this was a real song with words, I guess this would be like a verse kind of section. This is where I sort of have changed my mind a little bit of how to do this, because I'm not really sure the best way to play this melody. It's kind of a weirdly spaced melody. But the best way that I've found to play it was just a little idea that I had in my head, was to create this shape where you have a stretch from the 12th fret, or I guess the 10th fret technically with the capo, but right here, of the high string, and then also the 5th fret or 7th fret, depending on how you want to see it. So massive, a little bit of a big stretch there, but yeah, then you pull off. Now this is really weird, but I like to bar this with my middle finger. So when you're gonna bar the 7th fret, I guess, from the capo, which is actually the 9th fret, with your middle finger of the G and B. So that's the best way that I figured out how to do that. Again, there's no video or anything of him playing this piece, apart from just audio. There's 2 audio recordings that I was able to find, but there's no video of him playing it, so it's hard to exactly figure out how he did it. But basically you want those 2 notes in there, and then to get the rest of the D triad, and then you're going to make an A shape, which is just your kind of bar chord shape, but just a simple one there. As for picking in this part, it's pretty straightforward. You just kind of have the ring finger on the high string, so you just kind of pick the notes as you need them, and the thumb's still chugging along. So, and then that's when you kind of shift up your hand to go back to the position that it was in before, where your ring finger is up at the B string instead of the high E. So, oops. And then you're going to slide it down 2 frets. So hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing with the right hand there. Okay, and then you're going to go down to this A shape, which is just a bar on the 2nd fret. Okay, and then back to the G. So all together, that's And then you're going to go 4-5 on the D string. And then you're going to go just back to this shape here. Okay, so... And then here he kind of does a weird little pattern. It's like... something like that. So you can really just fill that in with whatever you want, but as long as you're just chugging away with the thumb, playing something on these two strings, you can sort of make that up. And then he's going to go right back to this. And this time he's going to go... sorry. And that's where you're going to make the D shape, or the G shape, sorry, a little early and slide it up. And then just right back down to the D. So that's really all there is to that section. Breaking it down is, you can probably do that for yourself because the thumb's consistent the whole way through. So there's a little bit of in between the thumb, but it's mostly pinched with the thumb. So, all right. So now that we've done that twice with that little slide in there, we're gonna go to this like E minor kind of shape, E minor 7. And for whatever reason, the first time that I play this, I use this shape of it, and the second time I use this shape. It really doesn't matter. I think it's just because it's easy to switch to this, and when you're finger picking it, you're just chugging on this note, so you don't really need the A string. But when you're strumming, it's better to have that A string be able to ring out, come out clearly. So anyway, but this shape, because it's very close to what you're doing there. So how this is going to work is you're going to hammer onto the second fret when you're going into this shape. So that's just da 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 like that. And now there's the little lick that's pretty cool, which is going to go open A, hammer onto the second fret, and then you're going to play the open D twice. So, and then you're going to, sorry, I just need to tighten my capo a little bit. And then you're going to go 2, 4, 2, 0 on the D string. So, as far as right hand, what I think is good there is thumb, index, thumb. So you kind of use both to get a little speed there. And then you're going to go back to the second fret of the A string, and then open D, and then that again, which is just A, open to 2, and then open D, and then you're going to go 2, 3, 2, 0 on the A. So okay, and then you're going to play that low D, I guess, or low E string. Now you're going to go to this just D shape, just generic D shape, and you're going to strum it, but just don't hit this high note. You can sort of just rest your finger on it without pressing the fret down so that it can mute the string, or you can just avoid strumming that high up. But you're going to... Then you're going to take your index finger off so that you have an open G in there. Then you're going to go to this shape, and this time, I guess, just make sure that the A's in there, so this way you have that kind of shape going on there, if you can see what's going on. Yep. And then you're going to strum this. Again, don't get the high E in there, but... And then you're going to play that riff again. And you're going to roll right back to this D. Right? Okay. Perfect. Then you're going to play this... that exact same thing again up to the point with the riff, everything like that again. And then when you get to this D chord, when you get to this D chord here, after this, Then you're going to start strumming with this open string in there. So, or not open string, sorry, but the E string, high E string. And then you're going to take off both of those fingers. So, then you're going to go, third fret with the pinky, and then just back to the second fret. So on the high E. All right, now we're getting into the fun part. This is probably the most interesting part and the most complicated part for me to have worked out, because there's a lot going on here. This is again like my best attempt at this, because I did this by ear. There are tabs, but they're not perfect. And anyway, so all right, let's get into this this sort of bridge section. So you're gonna start with this A shape, which is just a bar chord on the second fret, leaving the A open, obviously. Okay. Then you're gonna go to this D shape, and then you're gonna go to this this shape here, which is like just the next kind of thing in that pattern. So you've got the D and B strings on the same fret, and then you've got them on different fret, and then same fret there. So that's the fifth fret with both of those strings. So here, this is like the chord from Never Going Back Again, right? But we're not gonna play this note in there, which is what makes that chord interesting. But yeah, we're not gonna play that high E in there. So yeah, okay. So we've got, right? Okay. So the right hand here, it's fairly simple. It's kind of a roll. It's a forward roll, I guess. So you've got the same position as it sort of is usual in this piece, which is where you've got the ring finger as high as the B string. So you're gonna go thumb, index, and then ring and middle together, right? And then you're gonna go back to that D, and you're just gonna play that same pattern. So now it's gonna change the pattern up a bit. It's gonna go. So that's just 2 with the thumb. So. And then open there. So. Okay. So that's that bit. Then you're going to make this B minor shape, but without a pinky or any barring there. So it's just second fret A string, fourth fret D string, and third fret B string. So you want to have that open G in there. And it's going to start with the same little roll there. But then you're going to change it up a little bit, because you're going to go. So there you're going to move your these two fingers here to the highest 2 strings. So that's third fret of B and the open E string. Then you're going to bar this just so that you can get the second fret, and you're going to play that again. So. And then here's this pattern, which is right. So it's still keeping that same shape. So far we have sorry. And then you're going to go back to this. Now, after that, you're going to play 5th fret of the low E, with the open DGB. Yeah, that's right. And I use my thumb. I'm not really sure why. You can use any finger at all, but for whatever reason, I just find it easier to use my thumb there. And then that's when you're going to start chugging along with the thumb again. So, and that's more of that, which is just da 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 da, like that. Now you're going to play that all again with the. Alright? Then you're going to go down to the 4th fret, low E, and the 2nd fret of the G string. Still chugging with that thumb. Now you're going to play open A, and then you're going to go to the 4th fret of the D there. And then you're going to do that 2 4 2 0, and then 2 on the A string, pull off to open, and then just open D, and then you restart everything. You just go back to the right. You do that 4 times, and then you go to the and then you do the that stuff, and then you do the. And that's really the entire song. And when you end, you just you do the 4 on this, and then you just end it on the last one. And that's all that there is to it. This piece is like sort of deceptively simple. It has a simple structure, and it's simple-ish melodic content and chord structure, but there's a lot of intricate things in it, small things. So yeah, I hope this is a okay enough guitar tutorial of Train in the Rain. Hopefully that clears some things up. I'm gonna do a guitar tutorial of Islands in a Black Sky, and possibly of High Winds, White Sky. And other than that, let me know if there's any other tutorials that you'd like to see. Thanks very much.